Stand Pacific though. It's Joy on the beats.
Who be the barber? Who be the down? Walk in the Prada, what it done? For me no logo, come in the done. That's it the dada, come in the crucifix.
All right, Omaha, the Burbs, the Bluffs. Welcome to the Boss Morning Show. I got everything hooked up all right. We're going to try to coordinate this morning. I want to thank God for, waking us up this morning on this Making Money Monday. Without a doubt. And we got a guest in the house. We're going to be, I got a bad hair day, y'all. So please excuse my hair today. I know y'all ladies, y'all take all the bathroom time. But us men, we need some bathroom time to get our stuff together. And this is one of those mornings my hair is not with me. But that's all right. That's all right. We made it here. I'm a little late. Don't hate because I'm late. Don't hate because I'm late. We're going to go a little bit longer today. I know the young people are out of school today. Christmas is approaching. I think when is Christmas? Saturday or something like that? Sunday, whenever. We take all Christmas presents. I take all Christmas presents. If you need my address, I can get it to you. Christmas is 6 days. It's 6 days. And so there's toys to tot. If you can't afford anything for your children, there's some resources out there that can help you. And so all you got to do is call 211, and they can get you connected with a social service agency or a nonprofit that is fulfilling that need. And so we got several organizations that's involved with Toys for Tots and then other toy drives. And so we want to make sure that people are in the know. God said that we are destroyed because of lack of knowledge, not because of lack of dollars, of lack of knowledge. And so if you know something, share it, tell somebody the good news, and so they can take advantage of it. All right. Omaha, on this Making Money Monday, we're going to talk a new opportunity for you to do business with a small business here in our community. You know how these stars are, Omaha. They got their own noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes, and predicates. I'm going to let this brother introduce himself. I'm going to let him introduce his business. We're going to find out a little bit about him as far as background, where he came from, and why he's in the business that he's in today, and how you can get involved and take advantage of it, without a doubt. So go ahead, introduce yourself, big brother. I'm gonna make sure I get this camera even more perfect. You can lift that chair that tall enough for you.
Good, yeah.
So go ahead, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are. Give us a background of yourself, and tell us how we can get involved with your current business.
Okay. My name is George Garrett III, and I am currently the executive director for Cali Commons Art Center, located at 5118 North 40th Street, right on the corner of California. What we do at Cali Commons is our whole goal is to work with emerging artists. We try to support all the local artists in Omaha, Nebraska. My main thing is to work with them to get them to the next journey, whatever level that they're at. I try to connect them to the other art hubs in the city of Omaha. I try to work with them, trying to find out what is it that I want to do with my art. I got all this skill. I'm talented. I've been painting, drawing in my basement, my garage, and people say, hey, you're good. You ought to sell your stuff. You need to get out there. And they're like, well, how do I do that? And so if that is something that you're looking for, you come see me, and that's what I do. I took over Cali Commons about a year and a half ago. It recently was run by Luke and Molly. Mm-hmm. And, COVID is crazy because it changed everything. And so did the George Floyd situation and the Black Lives Matter coming through. And so when all that happened, I had reconnected with Luke and Molly because I hadn't known them since 2013 because I'm an artist myself. And I started attending their community meetings, and they stated that they wanted to give up Cali Commons, but they wanted to keep it an art center of some kind, and I raised my hand, and so we negotiated, and from that point on, it's been history. We host um, emerging artist shows the fourth weekend of each month, and I'm constantly recruiting artists who want to get to the next level, get to the next step, and I try to mentor them and work with them. Um, I try to have at least a couple students who want to be in the show to also showcase them as well. Um, I've been doing art consistently since 2013.
Okay.
I have my own studio, Art by Creations. That's at the Hot Shop. It's Studio 319. And I currently belong to a gallery, the Old Market Artist Gallery. I've been there for about 10 years, and I've done several, thank you. I've done several art shows in the city of Omaha and as well as in the Midwest. And I'm all about art, all about helping artists, supporting local artists. And also, too, as of January, we can say that we've been nonprofit for 1 year, which is something that had not been done before. So we are now nonprofit 501c3. So we are looking at applying for grants so we can have programs where I can provide free programs for artists that are looking to get to the next level and provide classes for marketing, and hopefully I can assist them in any kind of barriers that they have. Um, One unique thing about Cali Commons right now, we're located in the Joslyn district. And right now we're currently trying to collaborate with the cathedral and Joslyn and ourselves and create an art district. We're in the early processes of that. Hopefully that'll come through. And the main thing is we want to create art in that neighborhood, in that environment. And we want artists to be able to have a place to come and be creative. And at the same time, we want people to enjoy their art. You know, we're looking for supporters. I mean, us artists, we need supporters as well as producing. We want to be able to let people know how creative we are. And it's good, you know, when people come out and they see all the different beautiful work that is done from different type of artists.
Without a doubt. That's my neighborhood. Of course, I grew up in Hilltop Projects, but once we moved out of projects, I moved over into the Walnut Hill area.
Yep.
Always got a hill in it. And so I remember that actual building being a grocery store growing up as I was a young lad. Oh, yeah, I was a young lad. I was a young lad. And now I see that building is still being used for great use by creating conduits of opportunities for those that I call artists, those that can see the future because they got vision, and what they paint is to be analyzed for the future and into the future. As long as someone say that see that paint or that sculpture or whatever it is, they that art is for the future. Of course they're creating it now, but it's actually for the future. And so you create conduits of opportunities for those that have that ability to create that artistic vision. I only could draw stick men. Now I did like drafting.
Okay.
Now drafting is art. It's art because you got a ruler and you're doing some stuff, and I used to draw semi trucks and make it symmetric. I used to love doing that when I was in school. I love drafting, and that's just one phase of art. Architecture.
Yeah.
Remember the word architecture. So art, can create great wealth, but also it creates structures that we use every day. And so we got to make sure that we support our artists, or we want to have the beautiful homes that we have, the landscape designs that you guys enjoy, the cars that you drive. Everything needs a artist.
That's right. That's really a good point. I had a college professor who told me one time that she had went to a school to check out their art curriculum, and they stated that they really didn't have any, and that
Right.
their focus was just math and the other academic subject matters.
Right.
And what she said to them is that, do you realize that you just basically shut off all creative children? And she said, do you realize everything in this room was created by an artist? Everything from your textbook to the chair you're sitting in to whoever designed the school building, the posters, the literature. Art is in everything that you do. There's nothing in this world that doesn't have some artist that designed it. Even if you go to war, someone's designing guns or they're designing propaganda. When it comes to politics, you find an artist, you find a graphic art designer. I need a campaign sign. I need a business card. I need a uniform. Yeah, we're everywhere. You need us. You need us. Yep, you definitely need it. So yes, I say to anybody who's in the academic uh area, please do not count art as an important subject matter, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have some artists to design whatever book, whatever font, whatever style of literature that makes sense, so that someone can look at it and say, okay, I understand the design. This makes sense to me. So you do need us. It's just as important.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Even when we go to the gas station, the pump is done.
Mhm.
Everything is illustrated
That's it.
before it's designed.
That's correct.
Everything is illustrated. So we got to make sure that we support our brothers and sisters. Also, I heard a story. I'm not one to gossip. You ain't heard over here. Now, a good friend of mine, she had I think she had a maybe a 6 or 7 year old over, and I got a grandson. He hasn't done this yet, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be doing it. You know how they take a pen or a crayon and they write on the wall, because that's their canvas.
Right.
Kids,
Right.
they canvas.
Everything's a canvas.
Yeah. So if you got a kid in
Yeah.
your home, I don't care who they are, and they like to draw on everything. Their canvas is everything.
Right.
Get them some paper and
That's right.
and get them some fabulous colors.
Right.
And let them explore.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't holler at them. I know. You should have took care of that pen. You should have had that pen out. You shouldn't have had that mark out, because my grandson, he's like almost 2, and he gets in everything. Everything is his.
It's his. Yeah.
Period.
Right. Everything is his. Yeah.
So if you got a person like that, a little person like that in your home, that everything is his.
Yeah.
It's usually 2-year-old and under.
Right.
When they start walking, everything is theirs.
That's right.
So that means you can't put stuff that can put them in harm's way. Of course, if you want stuff written on your wall, keep the pens and markers away from them.
Yeah.
And put them in a controlled environment.
Right.
But they do have that skill, push them towards that.
Right.
And so that might be a skill set that God has put in them.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, send them to me. and I will show them how to get to the next level. One of my greatest accomplishments that I'm glad to be a part of is I have a nephew. He's 15 years old. He goes to West Side, but he was born with disabilities. He was born with missing fingers, and he wore a helmet and feeding tube.
Uh-huh.
And he had his first art show over a year ago. And he, as today, has become his own LLC. He's been in half the shows at Cali Commons. He's always been able to make money. He was in the West Side craft show a couple weeks ago, and he made over $600. He's probably made about $3,000 since he started selling art. Good. This is something good for him, because it's a skill that he has. So I guess I'm saying that even if you have a disability, you can still, whatever your talents are, for him, it happens to be art. And he's also a pretty good beat maker too. And he's really gotten into that. So I'm giving him a little shout out to that. But I'm glad to see that art has helped him develop as a young man. And he has a future. I mean, this is something to where if he continues on, even when he's 21 or 30, he can make a comfortable living for himself and be able to have his own schedule and have life that is built around him. Mm-hmm. And so if I can do something like that to anybody along their journey, because my calling is art. So I'm helping people in the art scene. And so if I can do anything to help people develop to be the greatest artist they can be. I can get you to where you want to go. The next journey level, it will have to be up to you because it takes two to work together. But if I can at least open up the door and show you the different direction of where you can go and help you and be a mentor to you and just talk to you about where you want to go with the art. I mean, that's exactly what Cali's all about. It's about helping the artist get to the next level. And I can't stress that enough.
Okay. How can they get in contact with you, big brother?
You can call me at my personal cell number, which is 402-889-3835, or you can call the Cali number and leave a message, which is 402-513-2321. It's probably faster to get a hold of me on my regular cell. Once again, that's 402-889-3835. You can follow us on Instagram as Cali Commons. You can hit up a message on Facebook as Cali Commons, and our email is info@calicommons.com. And between the phone number, the IG, and the Facebook, and the phone number in the email, you should be able to get a hold of me. And like I said, I'm always looking for artists who want to be in our shows. What I want Cali Commons to be is the Motown for artists. I want to have like a Berry Gordy type thing going on where I'm helping artists get whatever art deal that they're trying to get. I want people to know that, man, I need to get started. You come to Cali Commons and we just get you going. So that's my plug.
All right. And you know, Cali Commons is on the corner of 40th and California. Cali, you know, going back to Cali. CALI is the abbreviation, the actual abbreviation of California. I think it is. Is it still, or is it CA California now? Don't give me a line. I thought it was C. They might change it. But you know the small abbreviation. CALI, Cali Commons, spelled the correct way. If you have a young person, what age group do the youngest that you work with?
The youngest that I have personally worked with has been someone who was 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. That's been the youngest I've worked with.
Okay, so you work with all ages.
Yeah.
What's your hours that you guys?
When we have our shows, the hours are 6 to 9 on Fridays, and on the weekends it's 12 to 5. But other than that, if there's not a program going through, it's call by appointment, basically. Because we're not open all the time unless we have a function going on. But if you call me and you want to set up a meeting, just let me know and we can meet there and we can talk about whatever you want to do in your next career in art. Or if you want to know about, say you miss a show and the artwork is still up, give me a call and then I can meet you there and you can look at the work. So that's kind of what ours right now. Once the grants come in and I can get some staff, I have a board, but I'm the only staff member. So once I get that coming in, then I can have it to where it can be open more often. And I am looking for any volunteer who wants to learn about the art business and you want to have like an apprenticeship. Like I said, we are a nonprofit 501c3. And so I can work with you and just tell you all about the art business as well.
Okay. Now, I've been in the facility before several times since, like I said, since a young lad, even since it's transformed to Cali Commons. And so once you get volunteers or your staff, then individuals like myself or novelists can come in and actually create their artwork within the facility also.
Yes. Now, one thing I didn't say that our shows, I have a real cheap entry fee. It's $25 for the entry fee. We get 30%, you get 70%. And if you are able to do some volunteering, I can probably work out something to where you could put a couple pieces of your work up as a trade-off. I mean, I'm all about trying to help. You know, if I help you, you help me. That's what it's all about. So yeah, we can work something out like that.
Okay. And, you know, on this Making Money Monday, we always talk about bartering, partnering, collaborations. We're not talking about even the dollar yet. We're talking about the emotions, the reaction of partnering, collaborating, and bartering, and you'll get a lot of worth out of that. Even when I first started my business, I used and what was it called? Consignment. Yeah, I forgot about consignment also.
Right.
And art is a consignment type of business. And so I'm gonna throw this plug out to you because I used to make necklaces back in the day when Malcolm X back in the day.
Yeah.
And
That was big.
I make all the leather necklaces back in the day. And so
they were huge.
my first place I went to was Miss Daly's right here. This used to be a liquor store right here on 30th and 24th and Lake. It's torn down now. Right. And I
remember.
Of course, I went in there. I made my necklaces. I was in the basement of Miss Leola, and I learned from her boyfriend. Yeah. And so I learned about consignment, and I said, "Well, I know they can't buy it,
right?
But if I give them a share of it, a piece of it, maybe they can give me some shelf space,
right?"
And so for your artists, I asked them to give me some shelf space. They actually hung it right below their cigarettes. So when soon people come in, they can see the necklace hanging down.
Yeah.
And so, man, I thank you, Omaha.
Yeah,
thank you, Omaha, for supporting. Because I was an artist in a sense.
Okay.
And so you can do the same thing. We have businesses around here, all around this community. That's new businesses, and you need to go in a business asking you put some of your artwork up, right, to get that exposure, and then put a price tag on it. Says for sale, right. It makes the place look good, but also gives you another business that you're connecting with, bartering, partnering with, and another facility where you can sell your goods. Brother George, they do shows, but if you want to do this and grow your business on a daily, you have to connect with small businesses, corporations. Right. Corporations are always looking for
coffee shops.
Yeah, they're always looking for
small
art.
Boutiques. Yeah, they're always looking for art.
Always.
Always.
And so Mutual Omaha, they're building a $300 million building. I know they're gonna have art on every floor.
Most definitely. Yeah.
So
most definitely.
So let's be wise. And I know people believe that artists don't make money and all this stuff. Well, you don't want to be an artist. Why are you gonna make some money? How you gonna be an art teacher? There's opportunities. You just gotta seek them out.
Right. Now I can say you just made a good point. Now, when I was in school, I've been in school a long time. We didn't have these opportunities that we have now because obviously there wasn't social media, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and other type of forms of selling art. But when I was growing up, the only thing you really talked about was either being a school teacher in art or being an architect, and that was really about it. And they didn't talk about the different opportunities that you could have, and it has really changed and grown a lot. And yes, an artist, if he's disciplined, works hard, he or she, they can really make some money and make a living. Because I see it done every day, especially when I travel to different states and cities and to these different art festivals. And I'm always talking to artists. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to talk to other artists. Don't be afraid to talk to anyone that's even in the business at all, because you will learn so much. And I learned a lot just talking to other artists on how they decided to be a full-time artist, how they decided to know where the money market is and who your audience is and where your art is being sold. I can tell you personally, most people that buy my art don't live here. My art appeals to big city places. And so when I do shows out of town, I seem to make the most money. So you do have to know your audience and know your crowd, so you know exactly where your money's going to be.
All right. That comes with research, y'all. Research, but also, like I said, it comes with talking to your peers or your so-called competitors. Competition actually make you better, and you shouldn't run away from competition.
Correct.
And also, we should admire our competition. Say, "Dang, I like that stroke," or "I like that." Maybe I need to encompass that move. I used to do it on the playground all the time on the basketball court. You got me today. I like that move. I'm gonna take that move. I'm gonna add a little twist on it. Yeah. And so we gotta do the same thing. We gotta learn from our peers, y'all, and our colleagues, and even our competitors, because it brings the best out of you, really. Cali Commons, for any artist, if you know an artist that's aspiring to,
that's right,
this is be a great place where they can at least start and develop that conduit.
That's right.
Learn the business, and grow it with other peers, other colleagues right here in this community. It's located on 40th in California, right
On the corner.
around the corner. You cannot miss it.
Yeah.
Beautiful building, 2-story building. And so let's take advantage of it. This is another opportunity where we can create a conduit of opportunities for the next generation. And you know, our children love to be fashion designers. That's all art, y'all.
It sure is.
It's all art.
It's all art.
And so one of the things I used to tell young people when I used to work in the schools, I used to be a substitute teacher. But young people can start businesses and they don't even know it. And so say, for example, a young lady or a young man got a lawnmower, but they need to market it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
They always say, I got no money. Well, I said, I asked them, do you got a shovel? I said, do you got a lawnmower? And most of them say, yeah, because that's my hustle.
Yeah.
Or do you know how you guys know about the newspaper?
Yeah.
You know, be a paper guy or paper boy or paper woman.
Yeah.
And so I asked her, I said, well, now you can start a business. Yeah. So I said, who can do flyers in here? Who can do art?
There
and
you go.
You always got one can do art.
Right. That's right.
You always got one. You always got people that like that.
That's right.
And I said, well, y'all need to connect.
Yeah.
Now he or she can make your flyer.
That's
now
right.
you can go door to door.
That's it.
And start doing your business. Now you can pay your artists. And now
you
your artists can start making money because you can start making flyers and stuff for other people.
That's right.
Right here in your own classroom.
That's right.
And so we got to open the minds up for our young people, y'all.
Yeah.
They doing it already. Manifest it, so they can, monetize it.
That's right. Monetize it. Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Because they're already doing it already.
That's right. They're
already doing it. So right now, flyers is kind of, flyers.
Yeah.
These are probably the number one artistic thing that's made every day if you look on social media.
Yeah, and t-shirts.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and t-shirts. Yeah. Yep.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, every day. Yeah, that's real important. Yeah, and also too, as an artist, don't be afraid to try different areas. You might be a painter, but it doesn't hurt if you're interested in being a sculptor, or if you want to try doing more working with your hands. I mean, I myself, I airbrush, I paint, I draw, I do graphic design. I've always been a sketcher because that's how I started out. And I do mixed media as well. So I have one type of art form. I'm not just stuck to just one art form. And that's okay to explore, because the more that you explore, the more you end up finding you can do a lot of things. I mean, Prince, over 20-something instruments? He started with one, but at the end of the day, he did several, and so it's good to do that because it just makes you really become who you are.
Yeah, versatility, baby.
Yeah, versatility.
So make sure you challenge yourself. You never know, you can be a good in that area.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself. I'm only good in certain areas of art. Everybody can't draw me. And I know I can't even draw me.
Yeah.
But I know other people can draw me.
Right.
But I can do other things that's artistic.
That's right.
Everybody can do something artistic.
Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
And so make sure we support our kin, our neighbors, our colleagues, because it's important, because art is necessary. Without a doubt. And so we want to make sure we continue to develop conduits, opportunity for the next generation. Cali Commons is that organization is doing it.
Right.
Also, are you guys a 501c3?
Yes, we are. We're going on it'll be a year. We got it in January, and so we are so happy that we was able to do that. So now it's just looking at getting some grant money to come in so we can fund some programs to reach more artists and produce entrepreneurs.
All right. Also, I want to encourage you to maybe collaborate. We got a couple of art places down here, the Union. You guys collaborate with other organizations in the community?
I have met, and shout out to Marcia Yates. He's the man. I love what he's doing with Culture House.
Yep.
And so we are in the process of working with him on a project to create a platform where the money that comes in, the same big organization does not always get the same art grants.
Right.
So we're trying to create a platform where the smaller guys can have access to the funds so that they can also flourish as well.
Right.
So I'm excited about being a part of that initiative right now. But I am open to working with any art organization as possible, because at the end of the day, I think we all need to stick together.
Without doubt, collaboration is necessary.
Yes.
I work with my competitor all the time with my business because it's necessary, without doubt. And so, what's up, Shad? Shad's looking in from, I think Shad's in Beatrice or something like that. Beatrice. I want to thank everybody for chiming in this morning. We're talking to my man George Garrett III. He's the executive director over at Cali Commons, located on 40th and Cummings. 40th and California. They are what would you call yourself? An art incubator or something like that?
An art center.
Art center.
In the same way, I would say, yeah, we are. Like I said, we want to be the Motown of artists.
Okay, the Motown artists, without doubt. And they ain't no Tomahawk, so they got the rhythm. They got the rhythm
That's
already.
Right.
If you got Cali in name, you got rhythm.
That's it.
Without doubt. And so, George, I appreciate you coming through. Now you say you do airbrushing. So you do flyers and stuff like this too. So
yeah, I do that graphic art design as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people just gotta give you their vision and bam, bam.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. And I have people too that I can also refer you to as well to help them in what they do as well. So I'm whatever I can do to help another artist gain, income or exposure, I'm all about that. The way I look at it, Cali Commons is about them and about what I do for them. Then I have my own down at my own studio where I just do me. Mm-hmm. But yes.
Well, I remember one time I took what do you call that? Yeah, sculpture. I tried to make a bowl one time.
Oh, pottery?
Yeah, pottery.
Yeah.
So do you? I made a lamp when I was in shop. Shop is kind of art because I had to put it on the lay.
Yeah.
I had to first design it first, and then put on the lay how we gonna follow the art that we illustrated. And so no, enjoy it, y'all. You never know. Everybody's not for college, y'all.
That's right.
Everybody's not for college,
right.
But there's 2-year programs.
That's correct.
And certificates.
Yes.
And opportunities like that where they can go to school, still get that discipline, and still have an opportunity to manifest their dreams.
Correct.
And if they want to go to school route, we need more teachers too, more male teachers.
Yes.
For real. Shouts out to all the women that's been educating us. But we need a male present also in the classroom. So give teachers a raise, y'all. Give teachers a raise.
That's right.
They're raising families also.
That's right.
Without a doubt. Anything that we didn't discuss this morning that you want to make sure we get across?
I appreciate the opportunity to come this morning and talk about what we're doing down at Cali Commons. I can emphasize that artists reach out. It's okay to step out there because that's the only way it's going to happen. You just have to step out there. And anytime you want to talk about your artwork, or if you just want to just have conversation on what you should do, and maybe you're not ready to show yet, that's fine too. Just come and just contact me.
What would you say to a young artist? I'm pretty sure young people might be still slobbering. They might be up though. What would you say to a young artist that might be doubting themselves, but everyone is telling them or her that you got that ability?
I would tell them just go out, try to just go to a function for just go to an activity. You don't even have to make yourself known. Just go and just be in the environment. And I guarantee that the energy that you're going to receive from just being in the environment, it's going to get in you. See, one thing about an artist has all these ideas, and our brains really never shut off, even when we sleep. And it gets to a point like when water gets hot and then it's boiling, it boils over. That's what happens with creative people. So if you are around other creative people, eventually your creativeness is going to boil over. And then it's at a point where I cannot hold this anymore. I have to get this out. And so if you just go to an art environment and just be around it, I guarantee eventually you'll start to get your confidence up, or you'll meet someone that'll talk to you that can relate to you and possibly just help you, get out of the shyness and not feeling that you can do it. So that's what I suggest. Just be around the environment itself and just observe it.
Without a doubt. That's the best advice. You got to start somewhere. You had to start somewhere, and what better way to just go into an environment and just analyze how things operate, and move. And so, but challenge yourself. So what? The day is the 19th. We got about 10 more days, 12 more days before the new year. 12 more days, whatever we call it.